into the Lagos State Transport Sector Reform Law 2018 with the Lagos State Transport Policy 2024 and ask the question, is the field covered? By way of introduction, well, I think I forwarded this to the MOT, MOU platform, so you can follow me from there for those of us from the ministry. So the aim of this brief is to take a holistic look into the provisions of the Lagos State Transport Sector Reform Law 2018 alongside the core provisions of the Lagos State Transport Policy 2024 and to see to what extent the 2018 law covered the new innovations in the transport policy. We start with the core provisions of the Lagos State Transport Sector Law, and I quoted Section 4 of the law, which provides for the powers of the ministry from A to J. And I highlighted specifically item C there, that to supervise, monitor, and evaluate the implementation of all transport policies and programs in the state. In addition to these core mandates in the law, or the core powers of the ministry under the law, there are also ample provisions on the powers, duties, and functions of the 9 agencies under the ministry, with the creation of well over 60 offenses and penalties. Regulations such as e-hailing regulations of 2022 and the Lagos State Transport Sector Reform Taxi Operator Regulations 2018 are also to complement the main law. Now looking at the Lagos State Transport Policy 2024. As a formal indication, the Lagos State Transport Policy Law 2024 is not a total novelty. Well, that may be my own view anyway, as its provisions could be seen as suggestions and recommendations of ways and means of improving on what is currently existing in the state's transport sector. The LSTP 2024 is broadly divided into 14 elements. So I look at those elements vis-a-vis what we have on ground in our law presently and see whether the field is actually covered. So talking about road infrastructure, I see that matter as an agency under the ministry and the Transport Engineering Department has continuously been working on this. On transport safety and security of users and operator, the Transport Operations Department of the ministry has been enforcing the e-hailing regulations to ensure the safety and security of users. Transport management, LASMA is in charge. Public transport, bus and non-bus. The provisions of the public bus services reform in part 6 of the law covers this aspect of the policy for now. Urban road freight, the regulation of the operations of urban road freight is provided for in the Lagos State Transport Sector Reform Law, road traffic regulations in Section 1 of in Schedule 1, Section 326 of the law, private transport and car usage. The operations of the VIS, as provided for in the Transport Sector Reform Law, amply cover this aspect of the policy. Non-motorized transports, although there is no specific provisions in the Transport Sector Reform Law, the Ministry on its own initiative has been promoting the use of non-motorized means of transport, and it took active part in the celebration of the World Non-Motorized Day in 2022. Rail transportation, the ministry is doing well in this aspect with the operation of both blue and red lines by Lamata as provided for under the law. Air transport. Aviation is presently in the list of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria as amended, which means only the federal government can legislate on this. Inland Waterway, Light Ferry, and LASWA are doing well in this. Maritime transportation is also a federal matter. Likewise, pipeline.